And now Bridgewater going to turn and take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Crowder now to return. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
He's got this one complete to Perriman. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Gain of 15.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
The 14-yard line.
Now it's Carson. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Flushed out right. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Maher is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning.
Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down. It's Carson, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now back to throw. A screen to Bell. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Now 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Makes the score Jets 10, Panthers nothing. Brett Maher to kick off for the Jets.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
End of the first quarter.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Found his target. It's Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And Bridgewater able to get this complete to Anderson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Check Mike, check Mike. 36, 36. You're right, man.
On third down, Bridgewater. And break, the tight end's got it. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First down, New York.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
The 49-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Bridgewater on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46
So
yard.
the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Bridgewater into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
To Robbie Anderson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Jets, 38-yard.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Off to Thomas on the left side.
Bridgewater's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Flushed out right, and incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On first down, it's Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Now it's the backup Darnold. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 50 yards.
30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
20-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Rush in.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
That's good.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Free the ball carrier.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Let's go, D. Mike's 57, run. Let's go. Set it. I heard going long. 57, Mike, 57.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
Intercepted by
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 30, 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Good. Makes the score Jets 17, Panthers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Number 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Bridgewater. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards.
At the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing, Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. To throw, Bridgewater. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, New York.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it with Carson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
For DJ Moore.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. He'll air this one out for Mims. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Flush to his right. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The tackle made.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
The ball carrier.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Jordan Willis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to go down again. Jabari Zuniga providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, check, Mike 21. Good one, man. 21. I got one. Hey, check, Mike 21.
Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, They are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And again, it's Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Flushed out, and he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
50 Cent. Mike, 50 Cent.
Now Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from